John chapter 15, verse 9. As the Father has loved me, I have also loved you. In the same way the Father loved me, Yeshua says, I love those who follow me. Stay in my love. If you guard or obey my commands, you shall stay in my love, even as I have guarded my Father's commands and stay in his love. What commands did Yeshua obey of his Father's? All of them. The commandments of Torah. He had the perfect example of obedience. And he says here, I stay in my Father's love because I obey his commands. He's saying, if you obey what I teach, you shall stay in my love also. And then let's go to Matthew chapter 5. We'll pick up at verse 17. Yeshua said, do not think that I came to destroy the Torah or the prophets. I did not come to destroy, but to complete or to fulfill or to fill full. In other words, to raise the bar. So murder is no longer just the act of the hand under the new covenant. The action of murder, it's the attitude of the heart. If you hate your brother without a cause, you've in essence murdered him. Adultery is no longer just a physical act. If you have lust in your heart, then you've committed adultery already in your heart. So the standard has not been abolished. It's not been diminished. The standard has been raised. The bar has been raised. So he fills it full. Do not think I came to destroy the Torah of the prophets. I did not come to destroy, but to complete or to fulfill or fill full. For truly I say to you, till the heaven and the earth pass away, well, the heaven is still here and the earth is still here, one yod, that's the smallest of the Hebrew letters, or one tittle, that's the little decorations on the Hebrew letters, shall by no means pass from the Torah till all be done, and there is much in the Torah still to be fulfilled. Whoever then breaks one of the least of these commands of Torah, and teaches men so, shall be called least in the reign of the heavens. But whoever does or obeys these commands and teaches them, he shall be called great in the reign of the heavens. For I say to you that unless your righteousness exceeds that of the scribes and the Pharisees, you shall by no means enter into the reign of the heavens. And so there were those scribes and Pharisees who were hypocrites, especially those who were part of the religious authority of that day. And they would say one thing and do something else. And we are not to be hypocritical in that regard. Instead, we are to obey the commands of Torah, and we are to teach others to obey them. Now let's look at Matthew chapter 7. We'll pick up at verse 21. Yeshua said, not everyone who says to me, Master, Master, shall enter into the reign of the heavens, but he who is doing or obeying the desire or the will of my Father in the heavens. How do you know the will of the Father? You read his word. His will is in his word. Many shall say to me in that day, Master, Master, have we not prophesied in your name, and cast out demons in your name, and done many mighty works in your name? And then I shall declare to them, I never knew you. You didn't walk with me. You didn't walk in my ways. I never knew you. Depart from me, you who work lawlessness, you who lived like there was no Torah. Yes, it was impressive on the outside, people looking at you because you were prophesying in Yeshua's name. You were casting out demons in his name. You were supposedly doing mighty works in his name. But when you stood before him in the judgment, he said, depart from me, I never knew you. You didn't walk with me. Depart from me, you who work lawlessness. You who lived like there was no Torah. Therefore, everyone who hears these words of mine and does them, obeys them, shall be like a wise man who built his house on the rock, and the rain came down, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat on that house, and it did not fall, for it was founded on the rock. It was founded on obedience to Torah, And it didn't fall because the blessings were there. And everyone who hears these words of mine and does not do them, disobedience, shall be like a foolish man who built his house on the sand, and the rain came down, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and they beat on that house, and it fell, and great was its fall.